Okay, Mamindi Konkonsa Kakra. Is that the reason why you support Ken Agyapong?
If I show Ken Agyapong, dear, they me support no. And support my best support no. And then make kind of clear me that was a pa. Even with my social media, I didn't message Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Means me can't phone Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia won't that. I feel quite a bit change story. Say me Mr. Caste. Sabi me person not na bear person. Na me young kune Dr. Mahmoud. Now I don't even believe in tribalism. I am a Japan. I said that you bring Nasia Katano. People understand a lot of things. Me, I studied ecology and evolution. In our blood, in our genes, our genotype, you need tribal, you must be any wasa. Now, any people be one area for so many years. There may be adaptational tendencies. Whether no, the any amudi namu behavior the same or some common character traits. Entertainment be anko baby. Actually, ni be ba ya akwan ba ye nyina hyehyam. Osim krofo o musu ba to say oh SEO we omo kala omo kasa we and I'm not tribal by. Tribal has got nothing to do with leadership and development. Okay, I'm not against doctor because of anything. I particularly think say Ghana for the brain, sentimentally, they almost say to a banner. A problem. And you Dr. Bawumia no issue. What you say, Kasa will be with one of the best presidents in Ghana. It's Dr. Bawumia. But now, me, I'm looking at also another angle. Say, in terms of, grassroots popularity, in terms of other factors, be a NPP at new election, and a man could be Kennedy. And I also think, say, as I said, Ghana is here a lot of discipline. Kennedy also want a shortcoming. Will be any. Will be Krabaka so third and before the of course, and yet, but will be a wire policy is very 30 years. You bet my cancer and a good phone or Casa any. By Encasu a real or mine Sicadi, and you may prefer one. Of course, Dr. Mahmoud also real or mine Sicadiada. To me, I'm analysis, and I may have bigger picture of popularity. Any good and bad, let me say, yeah, a bit my NPP win. I'm not saying that he's better than Dr. Bawumia. No, I can never say that. Respectfully, Dr. Bawumia is a great person. But I think, say, 2028, in here, Obia, masses, every troop Edinachi, near to me, not me a coast, Papa. NBC form penny for you, if we see Papa was in a Bawi, Nana school fees. We can say, Uncle, can almost when this need you, I may have a hard dream. Or so a fair kind one, fan was young program, be as no catcher. Oh, I know a brain is to university. After no chronic can catch so I think, sir, can it be a Japan? How philanthropic or whatever side, any ability to create a lot of jobs. Any near dinner, see any party the break near control other side of human in a near dinner. Or my way discipline, baby. Can Japan will not become a president, not policeman, which in a crown when they do 10 cities. Oh, yeah, forget. Musovia. Can Japan your mistake than obey you? Obi a chineba. Yet me chineba. Not a banner for police, after a papa. And in a banner for America. No, if I phone my policeman from the Banocotum. Now, no crown on the Casa say now.
Okay, Mamindi Konkonsa Kakra. Is that the reason why you support Ken Agyapong?
If I show. Ken Agyapong, dear, they me support no. And support my best support no. And then me kind of clear me that was a part.
And Mama Sama Mupa, you can be the Japan. Kanda. Masa, up to now, mean to me, Tias, to me, who mean Tia, or 19 sir.
How?
It wasn't in the party. So 37% no or partner is not reflective of how far you went. Masa, who is the street vendors, taxi drivers, truck drivers, market women, and so on. Madam, or hairdressing saloons or anything, and no criticizing Kennedy. Hairdressing is only anything money. Pan African television, one of the reporters, or Kofi or Trot Room, and no criticizing Kennedy. Trot driver says, "Sana, why do you see make and so on?" That phenomenon needs to be explained. Something has happened in Ghana's politics.
The spirit of the people is in his.
Something has happened in Ghana's politics. I say, and take into account. will miss the point. Natural man is saying, so Mukoye and NPP for the Frankatu, Kosher Kennedy Japon, sir. How would NDC be able to fight Kennedy Japon? Strategy be an accord. He's so unorthodox. Yeah, well, there's no method to his thing and so on. How do you react to him?
Well,
something is happening, but it should not say yes, it should not just be within the confines of traditional formal politics. BBC. It may just be a reflection of the disillusionment of the population with regular politicians and regular political parties. Mm-hmm. It may just be a reflection of the clamor for a third force.
Is it not also because Kennedy Agyapong on his own is a crowd puller? On his own steam?
I didn't know that until now.
It's possible.
I'm being honest with you, I didn't know that. But something has happened in our politics. It's just that the old way of doing things has to change. Mm-hmm. People are getting fed up with what is traditional and what is normal. Yeah. And I would can say you share the free.
Of course.
I don't money be.
Of course. I'm good.
And when my son will move you can be Japan. Canada. Masa, up to now, to me,
how?
It wasn't in the party. So 37% no partner is not reflective of how far you went. Masa, who is the street vendors, taxi drivers, truck drivers, market women, and so on.
I'm out to the people. Now, 31st again. And some year bathroom, me can send back up. If I back up, I'm can't want them. If I back up, if I back, Bamam no munti. Stand what is pet? Not checking the Agyapong. Now, you say, you printed Kennedy for president. We are 2022. Not chat. Enter. Ma, once upon a time, I said something. The moon has said the dear chat. We are 31st. Kennedy for president. I said, that's one you really ask. You're checking the Agyapong. Now, you say, you printed Kennedy for president. Now, say, some commission way 2028 in a bedroom. I'm out to the people. Now, 31st again. And some year bathroom, me can send back up. If I back up, I'm can't want them. If I back up, if I back, Bamam no munti.
Even in America, when the Republicans realized that Obama was gaining popularity, they tagged him there or a Muslim.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, I do.
Why do you think they did that? Because the majority of Americans are Christians.
Christians.
So by tagging him that, you're going to pin him down. Then Obama quickly came with the baptismal certificate. There, I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
So even in America, those things play a role there. Everywhere in the world, those things play a role there. But no party in Senegal, for example, will present a Christian candidate and win election. Not because they don't like Christians. So the market determines what to produce. So you don't get emotional.
Is our market not so versatile to the point that we'll break that,
See, Kwame, you see, there are two conditions, but the conditions are not available that NPP can consider and maybe do what they want. Some people want to do. If NPP gets to a point where NPP can win about 60% of Ghana votes consistently, the party is dominating Ghana politics. Okay, that one you can experiment.
Okay.
But that's what we can answer.
I do.
Yes.
I do. Or maybe ANC in South Africa can experiment anything.
Yes, yeah. Or if NDC comes up with, let's say, a Muslim or Hindu, then you can also try to experiment with somebody from, even though if you pick a Christian, you have advantage over them.
Yeah.
You can also say there, for the sake of maybe
diversity,
let me also experiment. But so long as the issue is about power.
And the first point is about competitiveness.
Yes, competitiveness. And the issue is about power. You want power. Now, when the power comes, a Hindu, you get your share. A Muslim, you get your share. A Christian, you get your share. But the question is, who gets the power for us so that all of us can get our share? That is why you don't ignore the market, the nature of the market. Let me sum it up with something that will interest you.
Yeah.
The whole thing is like, when it comes to the issue of religion, or today, there's going to be a monkey. If Ghana is a sanctuary, where 72% of Christians, Ghana population, almost 72% are Christians. So if you take it as a sanctuary, and there are monkeys there, what's it? Obi biara obutu no wako forest ni mu no na watch more monkeys no, he will be declared the winner. Then your opponent, knowing that monkeys prefer banana, has chosen banana.
Okay.
Wafa banana there. This is my weapon. You are not to shoot monkeys. You are to bait them.
Yeah.
What's that? So I'll pick banana. You are confronted with a situation where you have banana and apple. Choose one so that your opponent will not have advantage over you, or so that you can have advantage over your opponent. Now you hear two voices. One says, pick banana because monkeys will prefer banana to apple.
Yeah.
Then somebody say, no, pick apple and prove a point there. Oh, you can convince monkeys with apple. So this is the situation confronting NPP right now. and it's up to them whether they will pick apple. You see, when you pick apple,
I think
you will lose the election even before it begins.
I read it from. It was you, eh?
Yes. That is the reality.
Yeah.
That is the reality. Because if you pick apple,
Sounds like now finally you know the person who published that story. Okay. Whoa.
Yeah. So if you pick apple, you will lose election. You even lose the contest before it begins. Because monkeys will even prefer
a rotten
banana to
a fresh apple.
I mean, let's be honest. You see, that's what I'm saying. Let's not deceive ourselves. What I see in NPP is that there's power play. There are two interests in NPP. And the interest is such that they are shipping people along. People go for each other wanting the phone. And they won't be saying one questions. It's like people are getting emotional. They will create some atmosphere, maybe with cash, with some good things. So you lose your thinking.
Your balance and all that.
You need to think. Sit down. When you go to your bed, sit down as an MPP person. What is it that we want in 2024? Is it not power?
Yes, power.
And who can give us the power? Look at the market.
Yeah.
Look at the nature of don't deceive yourself. You see, even in America, when the Republicans realized that Obama was gaining popularity, they tagged him or a Muslim.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, I do.
Why do you think they did that? Because the majority of Americans are Christians. So by tagging him that, you're going to pin him down. Then Obama quickly came with the baptismal certificate.
When you read the book, you see many things the Holy Spirit said about him.
He's come to open the door for people.
Yeah. So a vision I'd already shared on Facebook. In that vision on Facebook, I saw a group of people and they passed. Then I saw a second group of people and they passed. I saw a third, the fourth, then I saw a fifth, and I heard a lot of people making noise. And the Holy Spirit said to me, the first group of people I see is when we used to have our traditional leaders ruling various ethnic groups here in Ghana. Then we have our colonial masters coming, and Ghanaians witnessed that. Then we have a certain group of people who are very educated who came to rule the nation. Then we have the military interruption, and military men began to rule the nation. Then we have what the Holy Spirit called career politician coming to rule the nation. And the Holy Spirit said to me, Ghanaians are going to be tired with career politicians. And they'll be crying out for seasoned businessmen and women both in the constituency level and on the national level, that whatever you have done in the business front, please come and deliver this nation with all that you have learned. And so the coming of the political disruptor is to open a door for several businessmen and women to come into politics, not because of what they are looking for, but what they can add to the economy and the nation of Ghana.
So it's a new epoch of a changing dynamics of Ghanaian politics.
We are going to see a lot of businessmen and women coming into become members of parliament from 2028 and beyond.
Businessmen?
Yeah.
And it will make the parliament stronger?
I don't know. The Lord said that's what the Ghanaians will cry out for. They said, you came into politics. We did not know any business you have built. This is how much they say you are worth now. Okay, we want people who have done something outside of politics now to come and help us.
Not the regular politicians.
Yeah.
So if I'm a businessman, I'm listening to Bernard L. Bernard, I should be thinking about, oh, let me call Kennedy Agyapong and say, hey, Oini, come and take some money and run your campaign because I understand that you're going to win. And then when you win, I can get something from the government. Should I be doing that as a businessman?
Align.
Businessmen should align.
Everyone align.
To Kennedy Ohene Agyapong.
Align. Because other aspirant knows, they understand, they are consulted, they know that they will not win. They themselves, they are aware. They have been told.
By who?
By the people they went to consult. They have been told. But you see, they still want to go. They are not one, they are not two, they will still want to go. When you read the book, you see many things the Holy Spirit said about him.
He's come to open the door for people.
Yeah. So a vision I'd already shared on Facebook. Mm-hmm. In that vision on Facebook, I saw a group of people and they passed. Then I saw a second group of people and they
contribution. When you needed me most, everybody has ignored the party. Kennedy Agyapong is there. What do you say? That is the difference. I'm making it clear to Ghanaians. Sir, when we are in opposition, I religiously get involved. Again, the contribution to the party. Omana from radio station, Netu, our Sheffield. What these stations have done for NPP, let me state this clearly. Mo penipa kwa campaign, mo bisa certificate. Mo bisa certificate. Yes, sister kola no go pick up mu, o mu bam no aye ko no. Ya hwe samamo mo bisa o mo certificate. NPP mo kwa na mo tebrofo. Mo bisa certificate, mi bisa NPP for no mutimi ma adwuma no. Say, emra ye koye campaign, mo sacrifice o. Mo penipa kwa campaign, mo bisa certificate. Mo bisa certificate. Yes, sister kola no go pick up mu, o mu bam no aye ko no. Ya hwe samamo mo bisa o mo certificate. NPP mo kwa na mo tebrofo. Mo bisa certificate, mi bisa NPP for no mutimi ma adwuma no. Say, emra ye ko obi a odi NPP edi anim abrana Rollins ewo ha obi entimi nkasa eye Professor Dubuahin ono ye friend culture of silence ono no otimi breaki that time obi entimi nkasa obi esro Rollins Dubuahin enenya akukuduro estani up to Rollins till 1992 the Dubuahin koi onu kura no okokuma ye no okoye a ni modern mo answer ni no ya mfra nkobiem obi a mpeso oka no kura kire wa oduru wa ozio President Kufuor komienu Akufo Addo komiansa mesramo ene biaba ye ne afi mamo ma ye ntoto ensam a enye no kura egu ya fam efe mesramo abokosem ne ntia President Kufuor you didn't call second term, ni say. The first time, or the only 4 months, between 3 to 4 months, and what the year campaign. Now vote to President Kufuor within that 4 months, no, and yes and no. The best had the nako. ɛno nti ɛne yɛde President Kufuor ɛsa kɔ second term a ɔkɔ wini yɛ. There is a reason. 4 months our year campaign, the performance, and until you saw the President Kufuor accord. ABM, oh, and Kufuor to compressor, Kufuor to call first one on your 49.3%. When Timmy cross 50 nunti, and I saw call second round, and